the buttermilk, which is milk. I've already added an egg, but for buttermilk it's just milk and a piece of lemon. And we have a huge piece of fish fillet. Honestly, I preferred the already separated one, but this is what we had, so this is what you're going to deal with. And then of course you have your breadcrumbs, you have your salt, and our spices will be white pepper. If you have black pepper, it's okay, you can use it. Garlic powder. If you have onion powder, you could also use it. Our lemon for our buttermilk, and curry powder for our seasoned flour. So let's get started. You start by slicing your lemon and squeezing it into your milk. I used 1 cup of milk. In all fairness, it was a little bit much, but I'm not going to complain. And then you just squeeze out your lemon juice. I'm pretty sure you can see the seeds, but I'm going to remove them after. So yes, just squeeze them out. This is my traditional way of removing it, which I actually really enjoy. So once that is all done, you just leave it aside to let it marinate for a bit after whisking it and removing your seeds, of course. So here it is. I'm checking for the seeds, found some more, and the final product just looks like this. Fillet. Kind notes, guys, make sure immediately you remove your fish fillet, kindly make sure you wash it, and you wash it properly. As I always say, while cooking you need a lot of attention, you need to be aware, and you just need to be present, right? So this is me descaling it, the white bit. Some come off, some don't, do not worry. This one I just found it comes off, but I stopped once I saw it's creeping the skin. After which, now it was time to divide. You divide it according to the number of people that are in your household. I was dividing it into 3 pieces, and in all fairness, I really tried to make it even, and so far no one complained of the sizes, so I'd say it was a pretty good job. So just line them up and prepare them for the seasoning. So in I went with the garlic. Most people like mixing all their spices in a bowl and then adding them. That's the easiest way, but I came to realize that when I used to do it, my spices would run out on me, and that just stressed me out. I'm not going to lie, so I prefer doing it one by one. The same way I'm going to do on this side is the same way I'm going to do on the other side. Kindly guys note, since you're doing on both sides, the less the better. You do not want to overpower your fish, you do not want to overdo, but also bear in mind the preferences of the people in the household. For those who do not like spices, kindly do as little as you possibly can, and if you personally prefer a lot of spices, kindly just go ham on your piece and your piece alone. The same with salt. The salt is just for the taste, but more so do not overdo, because we have the other side to do as well. So this is me just patting it down. Be gentle. After which that is done, we are just going to turn over our fish fillet pieces, and we'll repeat onto the other side. get our breadcrumbs and our seasoned flour prepared. So grab your breadcrumbs, guys. Be generous, and this one you do not want this one to run out on your meat cooking. So I was a little bit too generous with mine, but I am not going to complain about it either. So here I am. I'm going in with the garlic powder. Same if you have onion powder, feel free to add it here. This is where you're seasoning your flour. This is going to go to the breaded fish, so just enjoy, just go ham. And we're going to add in our curry powder. For those who've noticed, I do not use a measuring cup. I use my eyes and my experience in the kitchen to actually know how to measure them. So trial and error, of course, but so far so good. And then in we go with our salt, and voila, that's as much seasoning as you possibly could need in this step. I also added some flour. This is me adding self-raising flour, which was 3 tablespoons of flour, which you can use whichever flour you have. Then you just mix it up, and then the final product will be your seasoned topping. So here we are. As you guys well know, it's time to dip. So you generously just drown your fish fillet into the milk mixture, the buttermilk. Then you evenly cover it with the breadcrumbs. Kindly note, in this process, make sure even the sides of the fish are well covered, and just feel free, you've added enough seasoned flour and breadcrumbs, so you are good to go. Make sure it's well covered, and then you'll just repeat the process with all your other pieces. Remember, as I've mentioned before, you can use this for your chicken tenders as well. Time for frying. So we're just going to use our canola oil, vegetable oil. You can use whichever you want. Preheated pan. Just add your oil, not too generously, just a little bit. You do not want to drown our fish into it. Not to mention, we are also going to be baking it. So let this heat up. Then finally, in we go with our fish pieces. Kindly do not move when this process is taking place, because you do not want it to burn. You turn it on the other side, and guys, this golden brown is exactly what we are looking for. So here it is. It's when it looks so good. It was smelling even better. Kindly cook this in medium heat. While heating it, you could have heated it on high heat, but then once you start adding the fish, kindly reduce your heat to medium heat. Remember, we do not want it charred, we do not want it cooked so easily, because you'd find that outside would cook and inside nothing would happen. So that when it's done, you place it aside, and then you continue with all the other pieces. Going to bake at 180 degrees for about 30 minutes. And this is the final product, guys. Add some veggies, some seasoned fries, and your lemon, and it will be good to go. Enjoy. See you on the